and Yagamoth.
Mm-hmm.
So
4 quality racers. So
absolutely, should definitely be interesting to see how these guys are doing and what kind of seed we're getting today.
So as we start, let's go ahead and discuss how this is being, how these daily races are going to be run. As we see, everybody start. Well, 3 of the 4 start at Link's house. Nothing important in the first chest. We get a check. We got a 5/6. Well, all 3 are crystals. We got a 5/6 crystal at Eastern Palace.
Yeah, 3 crystals in the light world. That's pretty good, I would say. I like seeing that.
So the first race today is open, but as you'll see throughout the month of December, we'll be having 3 races every day, and the game type will be mixed up. So not every race will be like this, like open is today, and I gotta see what the races this evening will be. But you'll be seeing open mode, standard mode, key sanity, Randomizer, entrance, rando, all of them. So it should be pretty interesting.
Yep, it looks like so far we've gotten a whole bunch of rupees and a blue mail from the Uncle Chest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, early game you definitely like seeing blue mail or armor upgrade plus some money for maybe buying bombs or saving up money for Zora item.
Yeah, absolutely. Some money is always good.
Oh, and look what we see in the woods. It's got to be Kane.
That's a very early Kane. Basically their first weapon, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, so much for the first weapon.
All the weapons here in the forest.
Yeah, it looks like it. I'm sure Yagamoth is happy to find that sword, because he seems to be the only one who didn't pick up the 2 small magic refills at the end.
It's nice to know that bombs. First drop is
and I didn't see what was in the lumberjack. Did you catch that?
No, I sadly didn't either. I was paying attention to Stogie going for the littlest hooligan here. He wants some more money.
Yeah, definitely not a bad play. Unless you get a bunch of like 300 rupees from Kakariko or... But, looks like Yagamoth will be our first to check Blind's Hut. 5 items here. Red Rupee back at the tavern. It's more rupees for everybody.
Yeah, there's a ton of money and not a lot of progression yet.
Yeah. As Evanidus checks the chicken house and only a heart piece there, so not much happening here in Kakariko.
No, Kakariko not paying out so far.
See Stogie taking the route from house to Kakariko, trying to get bombs from those leaves so he doesn't have to buy them. See, Yaga heads to the well. We get a bomb upgrade. Oh, I believe that's the hook, or what was that? Was that the single arrow or the hook shot? That was a hook shot. Chat says hook shot, so.
That looks like it was indeed a hook shot. A little bit hard to tell here on the restream.
What?
So, okay, that's a pretty good find. I do believe the bottle vendor just gave them a single arrow down on Yagamoth's screen.
I got no messages about it. I got no messages about it. If required, I would have muted. If required, I would have muted.
So he decides to go for the guaranteed 4 bombs here in the bombable hut. Instead of buying them.
Yes, that was the single arrow from the shopkeeper.
Looks like we also got a bottle somewhere that I apparently missed, but that leads to nothing special. And also just to assure everyone, we do have 2 trackers with us today, a Dawning Arc as well as the Dude. But sadly, we're currently having a little bit of technical problems with the tracker, so just give us a minute and I'm sure both of our trackers will catch up as soon as they can.
H-Sound Speed Gaming 2. H-Sound Speed Gaming 2.
So it looks like everybody's pretty much wrapping up their search through Kakariko. So Yagamoth decides to go YOLO for the race games. I don't think he checked what it was.
Yeah, I guess he's just gambling on it being something good. I guess it's not that much of a time difference if you save and quit where he did.
Yep, and he passes on the heart piece there. So what they have now, they don't have too much. So he's gonna head south to the. Oh nope, he's gonna go up north to the Hyrule Castle. He does have a sword, so he can take out the enemies.
You know, the sword and hookshot in hand. Oh, looks like he hasn't checked. Is he just checking the tree pole, or is he going back down to Uncle? Yeah, he doesn't have the blue mail yet, so he hasn't been to Uncle yet.
Right. It's like Ben's gonna YOLO the race game as well. See if he picks up the heart piece. Yeah, he might as well while he's here. Stogie upset with the sick kid there.
Yeah, I'm not very happy about that reward. Okay, so Evanidus is the first one to check the south side here. It looks like Ben is making his way back up to the castle, maybe do an escape, just like Yagamoth is doing right now.
Both plays pretty good early on if you don't have... Oh! Good if you don't have the items to progress to the dungeons or to Death Mountain. So.
Just an arrow upgrade in the dam for Evanidus here. Oh, but the boots.
Ah, nice. So that's going to give Evanidus an advantage over these players. Even though none of them really has items, but Evanidus can check these places quicker until the other racers head that way. It looks like Stokey's going to pick up his boots as well.
Yeah, it's just going to make Overworld traversal so much more convenient for him. And Stogie decides to open the chest first. No, he does. Doesn't save him too much time, but you know, from a speedrunner's perspective, he now has the boots in here in the dam, so that gives him a couple of seconds over Evanidus.
Oh, and we have a glove in the mini Moldorm cave.
Yeah, there's a first lift upgrade, so... Oh, and there's a Master Sword for Ben.
Ooh, nice.
That means Yagamoth has picked it up already as well. So we're slowly but surely getting there.
Mm-hmm. Still not close to Dark World access. All Ben needs is... All the Yaga and Ben need is the lamp, and they can do Aga 1.
And there it is.
As I say that.
Burn the witch. Burn her.
And Yaga's going to take the Death Warp to check the sewer chest. Oh, and we have Quake in the Ice Rod cave, which can be a Troy location early on, but since they have boots, they might... the runners might be apt to check it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. So far, we don't know what we need it for, or if we need it at all with the 3 Lightwork crystals, but having a medallion, or having all 3 of them, just feels good.
Yeah. As we see Evanidus doing the Jesus walk with the boots.
Yeah, very nice. Gonna check out the Waterfall Fairy.
I don't think he can check the waterfall, but he can grab... Oh yeah, with the boots, I think he can.
Oh, a Moon Pearl, that's huge.
Ooh, that is huge. So if something like the flippers were on the pyramid, that's a huge sequence break to make Aga 1 not required, but we still don't know anything close to if that's the case.
Yeah, we'll have to see. That could definitely pay out huge for Evanidus, though. Decides to now go check the back of escape. 3 more item locations here.
And Heart Piece was on Lumberjack.
Yeah, meanwhile Yagamoth is picking up his boots. Looking good on some time here, buffering that dash out from the switch. Oh, there's the mirror for Evanidus, so he's starting to pick up all the Dark World that he wants.
So with Lamp and Mirror and the Glove, that gives them access to Tower of Hera, plus the Hookshot. They have access to all of Light World Death Mountain, so a ton of items could be waiting there for them.
Yeah, they have a lot of things they can check now. So Ben and Yaga picking up the gloves here. Stogie just on his way to Mini Moldon Cave down here, I believe.
So after these runners get all these items from the South Shore and Hyrule Castle, we'll see who's the first up to Death Mountain.
It looks like everyone is going to do the Ice Rod Cave check. Usually a location that a lot of people forego.
If I get boots, I usually check it, but if I don't have boots, it's sort of out of the way and I might skip it. But good these runners are taking the time to get their Quake medallion.
Yeah, that's a very good point, though. Those boots probably make this location less painful.
So Yagamoth's doing his Jesus Walk as well, so he'll be sequence breaking that Moon Pearl. And Ben right behind him with it as well. Nice.
Alright, good to see that out of the 60 or so people running this, we've chosen 3 at least so far that will be sequence breaking the crap out of this, it looks like.
Most of the runners are very, very knowledgeable of all the fake flippers, Jesus Walks, and all the little tricks you can do. Although Ben is opting to check out Hobo, and he just has 20 bucks. So not sequence breaking to get the Moon Pearl. Interesting.
Yeah, that could be problematic for him depending on how the rest of this works out.
Although he could have fake flipped. Oh no, he still couldn't have checked it because he didn't have Moon Pearl.
Yeah, this was more or less his own chance right now, at least to check that on.
Oh, and we have the shovel in the sewers. I didn't see that from I forgot to see that from Yagamoth, so it looks like he's heading over there now to see what it is.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna find out right away. Also, I apologize if we miss some stuff. It's a lot harder to pay attention to 4 people than it is to 2.
And there's another bottle. So now they have 2 bottles.
Gotta be Torp.
So it looks like our progression is up in Death Mountain. Or it could be in Eastern as well, because I don't think anybody's checked Sarashla or the Eastern Palace, although we're getting our first check here from Stogie. Green Pennant and Swamp Palace, which you can find out the location from from Sarashla there, and it looks like Stogie wasn't happy that was a Pennant dungeon. Nothing in the back.
Yeah, nothing there, so it looks like Stogie is making the way over to Eastern. Nope, apparently not. Oh, no, maybe
he's trying to get spin speed with the hook shot.
Getting a bomb croc check from Evanidus, only get 3 bomb.
So it looks like he'll be the first. Well, him and Yagamoth look like they'll be the first to head up to Death Mountain.
Yeah, I think at this point they don't really have too much left. Evanidus check in the lumberjacks now that he's got the boots.
Okay. And Ben picking up 300 rupees, which is smart, because he still hasn't visited Zora yet, so Zora could have anything from mitts to life lessons.
Yeah, I think that's probably why he didn't go up to Zora earlier and check the waterfall cave. Maybe he's thinking about it again. The problem is, to set up the Jesus Walk, you kind of need to be in Ice Rock Cave.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know when he's gonna get back there.
We got our first shield in Eastern Palace, Fisher Price shield for Stogie.
Yeah, and the old man had the flute for Yagamoth, so sequence unbroken, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, I had a lamp anyways, so. We still need the flippers to be back on sequence for the Moon Pearl.
Yeah, but the old man just gave us the flippers.
Oh, I thought you said the flute. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Oh, look at that. Something's happening on the trackers.
We have tracking.
Hooray, that's gonna make it easier for us too. I can't remember 4 people's inventories.
So thank you for our people behind the scenes getting that fixed. Good job.
Yeah, thanks to Fiesel for fixing that. And all the other admins and mods. And of course our trackers. Okay, looks like both Evanidus and Yagamoth now.
Oh, and there's the DO and the mitts! Holy cow, East Death Mountain already paying off.
Oh, wow.
Holy mackerel. Death Mountain Hype Cave. More money and bombs, but huge items there.
What they've already got, or rather what Ben's already got, he's got to be happy about that.
Mm-hmm. An unfortunate item if you're a fan of Stogie, so he'll have to double dip Eastern once he gets the bow.
Yeah, nothing in there except a small shield, which really isn't worth it at all for him.
Mm. And looks like Ben's going for the Super Bunny Cave.
Yep.
That's bright. Oh my goodness. So we'll have our first boss fight of the race here at Trolldorm. Master Sword, you get hit the tail 3 times with the Spin Slash.
Yep, the spin's just like the hammer, doing tempered sword damage here to Moldorm.
Mm-hmm. Evanidus, no trouble. Takes down his first boss.
Yep. And so does Yagamoth at around the 18 minutes and 30 seconds mark, our first crystal this seed.
Yep.
At least from what we can see.
And Ben picked up the cape from Super Bunny Cave. Makes it nice having the mirror. You can just go over here and mirror to Hera.
Yeah, and with the mitts in hand, he can, or he could, and has already checked out Dark World, Death Mountain, despite not having the Moon Pearl yet. The only problem is he can't check the Hookshot Cave yet, or he couldn't.
Mm-hmm. Evanidus opting not to take a break and get the invincibility frames, they'll just destroy the tiles that come up here.
Yeah, I guess if you have to wait, you at least don't want to be bored.
In the basement we have $20. Nothing of importance in Hera.
Not worth it, but thankfully for them, they already have the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So now both Yagamoth and Evanidus pretty much neck and neck here in checking out East Death Mountain. Gonna be picking up their myths. Gonna probably check the Dark World immediately. They also both have the Moon Pearl already, so they can also check out the Hookshot Cave. Evanidus with the frustrate pull on the boat chest.
Mm-hmm. Ben picks up his first crystal. Now, with having Moon Pearl and Myths, they'll probably head to Village of Outcasts, but after that they have pretty much free roam of where they want to go, so we'll probably see some route diversion.
Yeah, I'd assume so. Right now, out of these 4 guys, I'm really curious about what Ben's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Because without the Moon Pearl, he'll be stuck very soon. He already picked up the Zora money earlier with 300 from the library, so it's definitely on his mind.
Yeah.
At this point, it's really just a question of when will he route it in, because there's not really a convenient way to get there, I guess.
Nah. Although, since having flips, he can just go from Link's house down to the portal.
Yeah, I suppose he could just save and quit. I think it's definitely going to be one of his next locations. Maybe not the very next, but soon.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know if Ben did this, but we'll be able to check out what medallion is needed for Turtle Rock. Does it look like both Mire and Turtle Rock are crystal dungeons?
It's like it. I don't think Ben checked that out. It's a hard piece from Smart, even saves and quits out, so we'll see if he now decides to go there.
Yagamoth checks and it is Ether, so Quake not useful yet. They still have to check Mire, but they can't check until they find the flute. So we see Evanidus looking in Hookshot Cave. Get a heart container. Arrows. More big 20. And another bottle, so that's 3 bottles already. Which is pretty nice if you don't have like Temper Sword or higher.
Yeah, I mean, a free blue goo, and they're all at like 6-ish hearts. Everyone has 6 hearts right now, it looks like, so it's not too bad.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like Ben's taking his bow over to Eastern and going to complete that dungeon, which is smart.
Yeah, I don't blame him. It's he can complete it. He has the lamp and the bow now, so no sequence breaks necessary. It's one of the Pyramid Fairy crystals as well, so why not?
Yep, and Yagamoth heading straight over to head to the Dark World in Village of Outcasts.
Yeah, maybe he wants to check into Skull Woods. Maybe he wants to clear out Village of Outcast, Thiefstown. Thiefstown is a pendant, though.
Yeah, a ton of options, so can't really make a wrong decision right now.
No, it's really just preference, and it looks like he definitely wants to check out Skull Woods first.
Yep.
Stogie finishing up Tower of Farah, already killed Troll Dorm. He's going to check out the item in the bed, doesn't want to leave anything behind either.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see where he goes next. He is probably going to check out East Side Death Mountain, grab his mitts, and then we'll see where he decides to go.
Blue rupee there for Yagamoth and Skull Woods, so nothing of value there.
Nope, gonna have to check some more. Maybe, or at least he does have the canes, so it makes this room a little less painful.
Yeah, I like to make sure to check it if I have the Canis Samaria, because it can be time-consuming pulling that statue and trying to avoid those Gibdos.
Oh, and the big key.
Back into the other area of Skullwoods.
That's the problem with Skullwoods. I can't send you like backwards 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
And this is probably just an annoying dungeon item, so it was all for nothing. No, 10 arrows, not much better.
Yeah. Usually don't see that out of Skullwoods this version, but it can happen. Junk. Where you get junk. So you see Yagamoth going to check Bumper Cave, which is smart since they got the cape early.
Yeah, just more money. I think he's skipping it, at least for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can check all these locations, so it's good to route it in when you can, if you have the mirror and the boots and all that.
Yeah, I like his route. He can check a bunch of mirror spots, he can check the King's Tomb, we can check the Graveyard Ledge.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Ben is coming up on the second crystal here. I don't think there's anything left in Armo's Night, so this is just purely the crystal.
Yep.
Just a red rupee here, ledge. Alright, Ben saves and quits. He still needs a moon pearl, so I think it should be about time for him to go check up the Zora area. Well, apparently not.
Hey, I don't think he's checked these 2 boot locations, so he might head from there over to Zora after he checks King's Tomb.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a bloomerang in here, as we just saw from Yagamoth, so these guys really not too far apart. It looks like Yagamoth decides to route in the fish right away. Maybe combining it with the Zora. He has the money, he has a mirror. It's probably the best, most efficient thing he can do here.
Right. Evanidus takes down Armos and gets his second crystal. So getting 2 crystals sub 30 is you're feeling pretty good so far in the seed.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do have 3 of our 4 runners going up to the Zora area at the same time, basically.
And more big 20 from the catfish, so.
Yeah, so
this route not paying off for Yaga.
No, so far not. We know that the ledge here is only more rupees. Oh, is he not even checking Zora? Maybe he wants to save the money for pod?
Yeah, that's probably what he thought right when he got there. That he didn't want to have to dig money for pod. Which is a good decision, because Zora didn't give out anything of importance.
Yeah, that wasn't very great for 500 bucks. So I guess, yeah, guys, can check out the pyramid item, and then he might do the pod and Eastern double combo. Can't quite finish pod yet, obviously, but start out there, or maybe DP first.
Ben checking out Skullwoods along with Evanidus.
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty pointed as well with what they find here. Stogie's clean hunting. A little behind these other guys, but not too tall.
Pod is a pennant, but he has access to all the chests except for the item that Helmosaur is holding.
Yeah, and with 5 items, it's definitely not a location you want to completely ignore if you can get there.
And Yaga's doing the really good thing of coupling with Eastern Palace Clear, since he has the mirror.
Yeah, with the mirror, this is just a pleasure, and it's also the reason why he didn't pay 500 bucks to Zora, because otherwise he couldn't pay Kiki.
What? Oh no. He mirrored before he paid the money. Oh no, he's gonna have to go back and get Kiki.
Oh no, that sucks.
Oh no.
Did I just see that right on Evanidus' stream that the stun prize is fairies?
I didn't catch that. You might be right. Which is
very
not. Which wouldn't be a common thing.
I don't know if he did stun him with the hook shot before or not.
Both Evanidus and Ben are checking these north Dark World locations.
Yep, don't want to get trolled by any one of those single locations, and route them as efficiently as you can. So while we're kind of retreading things that other people have already done, let's see what we're still missing. We definitely need both of the rods still. We obviously still need a hammer and a flute. We might not see book. That's pretty the only thing we might not see. Book and Cane of Burn, I guess.
Oh, we got the silvers in the sea house, I believe. So that's a nice item.
Oh, that's a good find.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised. Has Ben really the first one in the Villager podcast?
He is.
Ooh, red mail.
Because Evanidus went ahead and went farther right to Catfish.
Interesting.
Also been making the first play onto Pendant Thiefstown.
Yeah, I don't really blame him. I guess he would have liked to at least have the hammer here, but maybe he just wants to go and check the first 4 chests with the mirror in hand. Easy to get back out.
Yeah, definitely like that play, at least. Looks like Yagas have no trouble finishing up Eastern Palace.
He resets strats on him. I just stream here wants to save money instead of paying it to Zora for nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which resets back to his last save and quit. You got bombs in the Bomble Hut.
A fitting price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Ben is immediately grabbing the frog with the mirror in hand and the mitts and everything. The only thing he's going to be missing is the hammer pack cave.
Or the digging game. It's usually sea runners do the digging game before they pick up the frog, but
yeah, he might leave the chest for now. We'll see if he does the whole thing or if he just brings back the frog.
Mm-hmm.
And Yagamoth is on his way through a pod now. Go back and grab Kiki again. Not bow locked. Gets a small key in the first chest.
Looks like both Evanidus and Stogie are going into Thiefstown as well. See who decides just to do the first 4 or who decides to complete it. Ben does skip out on the digging game. For now.
Yeah, gonna check. To be here, only gets a heart piece. At least he grabs another heart for it.
Oh, and there's the flute and pen and pod. Very nice find for Yaga. That's a huge get.
It's really nice. That makes overall traversal even nicer, and it's also his chance to immediately check out the mire area.
Yeah, so huge advantage here for Yaga. So if Mire is Quake, he'll be able to fully clear that dungeon.
Yeah, he does have a fire source. He has a sword to use the medallion. He has the mitts to get there, and the flute now.
And that also gives him access to Desert Palace as well.
Alright, Stogie showing us what Ben left behind. A heart container, it looks like, while Ben is on his way over to Hype Cave.
It was good though, he didn't only had to dig just a few times for it. Yep. Here goes Ben into Hype Cave. Let's get some hype in the chat. What do we got today? Oh, a big 20. So hype. A heart piece. Amazing. Single arrow. Wow. Hammer. And a shield, so it went from bad to really good.
Yeah, that hammer definitely worth it, and I'd count that fire shield as hype, personally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot more stuff in the Hype Cave recently. And Ben gets his first dungeon check. Now, if Ben heads over to Pod, he'll be able to fully complete it. So we're hoping he heads over there to get his flute.
Yeah, I think there's a pretty good chance he will.
And there's a tempered sword there as well that Yaga picked up.
Oh, very nice. So that's a bunch of really good items out of here. Let's hope for Yaga's sake that there's one on Helmosaur, or we'll have to come back, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Stogietown picks up the last bottle in the south of Grove Cave.
That's all 4 bottles.
Mm-hmm.
You don't really see a lot, I feel like. Alright, it looks like Ben is making his way into Pod while Yaga immediately activates his flute. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go to the mire area right now.
Yeah. That's where immediately Yagamoth heads. What is our medallion for Meyer? I think that's Quake. I couldn't tell on my end.
I'm not 100% sure myself, to be honest, but...
Okay, chat is saying it is Quake, so...
Yep.
He will be able to fully clear both Mire and Desert, which is really nice. You can do both at once.
Yeah, I can check out the checkerboard cave and everything around here. You can basically clear out this whole area, save for the tablet right now.
Mm-hmm.
But even that might change. Both Evanidus and Stogie now picking up their hammers, while is making his way straight back to Helmosaur. He has not picked up his tabard or his flute yet, so he's basically leaving behind all the good items to go right to the pendant boss.
Yeah, he'll probably still clear it out once he beats Helmosaur. So you see Evanidus take that small mirror spot to mirror to the light world and check Hobo.
Alright, so we're gonna see how kind Meyer is to us today. Yaga, and he's in okay shape, and I believe in his ability to play this well, but with only 8 hearts and blue mail. He's also the only one who has not picked up the silvers from Sea House yet, so his Vitreous will be a little more annoying.
Mm-hmm. Stogie with our first look into Swamp Palace. Hammer and Hookshot, you can fully clear this dungeon as well.
Yeah, not a bad choice.
We'll see what Helmosaur drops. If it's something big, Yaga could be in trouble. Oh, just a piece of heart.
Right, but it was an item, so it might be on Yag's mind still.
Yeah, if he has trouble finding his other Fire Rod and Ice Rod.
Let's see what Swamp gives. Does it have the added benefit of giving you a bonus item, so to speak, from the green pendant? Oh man, and Stogie's getting trolled by that self house.
Mm-hmm.
So Yaga gonna employ his cape with the tempered sword. Pretty good idea here.
Yeah, if you spam your sword swing, it really holds up the magic usage, which is nice.
Also of note, Yaga made his way straight to the boss here. So he got the big key and a small key relatively early on. So
Green rupee.
Oh, that sucks. Still one more item left in here, so this could be a little bit of a goose chase for Yagamoth.
Mm-hmm.
Evanidus is about to pick up his flute. He's decided to start in the front of the dungeon, unlike Ben, who started in the back. Has, I believe, picked up his tempered, but still no flute from him.
And it looks like Stogie has skipped the left side of Swamp for now. And there's the fire rod! Is that the fire or the ice rod?
I think that was the ice rod.
Okay. But huge pickup nonetheless in Pendant Swamp, of all places. A place you really would like to skip if you could. But, oh, and he gets the riot shield as well.
Oh, chat confirms it was apparently the fire rod, so
okay.
I apologize.
So our big items here in Pendant Dungeons this seed, which unfortunately is kind of common for B27.
Yeah, though I feel like this is especially big with, like, you know, flute, tempered sword, now the fire rod, and we still don't know what other items might be left in here or what the green pendant will give Stogie if he checks it anytime soon.
Chat mentions too, Ice Rod and Ether is basically all that's left for Go Mode. They can both be on the pedestal.
Yeah, very true. Ice Rod, the item with the definitely biggest troll potential in the whole game. The only place cannot be, at least in these modes, is on Trinix himself or in Ganon's Tower.
So Ben getting his flute going immediately to Meyer.
Yeah, Yaga checks out the torch item. It's only a map, so Desert was not boots locked. And there's the green pendant for Stogie. He's definitely, well, maybe not definitely, but he's probably going back into Swamp.
Yeah, he's gonna head to the left side. But there's good Stogie found that in Swamp, because it looked like he was a little behind as far as routing compared to the other players. So. Oh, and there's the book! Interesting find in Checkerboard Cave for Ben.
Oh, yeah.
So he can now see the pedestal and check or get the item in both the Ether and Bombo's tablet.
I wonder if he is gonna get to Swamp anytime soon, because with what he has available now, he might not. I mean, he's definitely going to finish the Desert, and then he's going to finish up Fire, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Alright, Evanidus is activating his flute, and Stogie not flood the key. Is now going to flood the little wet pathway down there after he grabs the key. So at this point, we're getting closer to go mode. I would say, of course, the ice rod will be probably we'll have to see, and these guys still have to collect quite a bunch of crystals as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and there it is, Ether.
Oh wow.
Ether from Landmo.
Oh, and there's powder for Stogie on the left side of the swamp, so that might lead to something. Wait, and Yaga also picked up the ice rod?
Where did he get? Oh, it must have been in the desert as well. Holy crap.
Oh wow, okay. So that is go mode?
He still needs hammers, so he needs to go to Hype Cave ASAP, but Ben will be in go mode. No, it's not go mode either. They have to go to swamp, sorry. Getting ahead of ourselves.
Oh man.
We know where the go mode items are, but yeah, runners have not gotten them all yet.
We're in no mode. Commentators go mode, I guess.
Exactly. Man.
Alright, so no pedestal, no Aga 1, no nothing so far. Just a whole bunch of important items and pendant dungeons, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, there's the ice rod in the big chest.
Yeah. What I was gonna ask originally is, at this point, do you think Yagamoth is ever gonna go back to get the silver arrows?
Well, he's heading to, is he gonna do Skullwoods now? Yeah, he's probably gonna hit up Skullwoods right now. And then head to Village of Outcasts. Or no, he's going to Village of Outcasts first, so he'll get his silver arrows.
Yeah, okay, he hasn't checked this yet. I thought he's been here before, for some reason.
Well, he took the portal, but he immediately went to the North Hyrule route. Or North Dark World route. Stogie making the play on Ice Palace, which we know will not have any progression. Unfortunately for him.
Yeah. He's at least gonna grab a crystal, so it's not the worst play he could make, but he's not gonna get anywhere progression-wise.
One cycle for Evanidus. Very nicely done.
Yeah, beautiful boss fight of his ether. So now it's the hunt for the fire rod for Ben and for Evanidus as well. And I guess for Yagamoth as well. Yeah, Yaga's... Oh, he still needs the hammer. That's what Yaga's missing.
Yeah, he needs to get to Hype Cave for that.
He'll probably route in Hype Cave relatively soon. Gonna go grab the silver seed.
We'll probably make it easier for Ben, Yaga, and Evanidus. Well, I guess Yaga has Bombos, so he might check ice before doing Swamp. But Ben, Evanidus might head into Swamp, knowing they could full clear it.
Yeah, I won't be surprised to see it at some point. We'll have to see. I wonder where Yagamoth picked up that Bombos. I completely missed that, apparently.
Actually, I think it might have been in Myers, so both of the Ben and Evanidus might pick it up.
Ben showing us some beautiful silver arrows, which is here.
Yeah.
think it gets any quicker than that.
Yeah, that's just standard fighting for Ben. He's about the best execution-wise in the game you can find.
Yeah, Ben is a beast. Absolutely. Yeah, good decided to grab that free fairy in a bottle for his 4th bottle, I believe. I think you're right. I think it has to be in Meyer bombos, that is.
Looks like Stogie found our another sword upgrade here. Nice. So we know where all 4 sword upgrades are.
Alright, so everyone on 3rd sword now, everyone with silver arrows. I think they're all pretty happy with what they have equipment-wise. Stogie is ahead by at least 1 heart for Evanidus, but by quite a few hearts to Yagamoth, who is finally picking up his hammer in Hype Cave now.
See where he decides to go.
I'll be surprised to see him head over to Pod again. Oh no, wait, Pod is then.
Oh, is he heading to Swamp?
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, he looks like he's going to the Bombos tablet.
Yeah, he's definitely checking the tablet.
So if he goes to Swamp, he'll be our first of these 4 runners to hit go mode.
Yeah. And there is the Bombos, as we said, for Ben.
Mm-hmm.
So meanwhile, fighting Cold Stare here. In a little bit of trouble getting trolled by those falling ice cubes.
Oh no, Ben's taking the Bombos bait over to Ice Palace. Unfortunate. Oh, and looks like Yagamoth's heading there too! Oh my. Yep.
Everyone going to ice.
It makes sense. It's a good play, picking up the Bombos, you think. Oh, I bet this blocks the fire rod in Ice Palace. Which has happened a bunch of times. But,
yeah. And
at least they'll pick up...
Crystal.
Yeah. Crystal, and they'll pick up their 4th sword upgrade, so it's not a big time loss.
Yeah, the Butter Sword definitely helpful on the other bosses that they still have to fight. Especially on Cold Stare here. If you use your magic for the bombos, or you don't even have the rod, it's gonna be very nice to have Gold Sword here.
It's like Evanidus heading right to Ice Palace as well, so...
Yeah,
you get how a lot of these runners are similar thinking, which is pretty awesome to see.
Yeah, everyone thinking the same thing here. I've got bombos. The logic tells me that I can't do Ice Palace with bombos and Crystal. Plus, Swamp Palace might be one of the most disliked dungeons in the whole game. You can't go mode it. Which for a pendant dungeon is never something you really can do. There's really not go moding a pendant dungeon, I'd say.
Looks like Stogie's finally heading to Pod, where he'll pick up his flute.
Yeah, very good for Stogie.
And if he
gonna be the progression that he needs.
And if he does Desert first, he'll be in go mode before even entering Mire, so he can go mode that dungeon.
Oh yeah, that's true. That might work out very well.
Yeah, that would work awesomely for him.
Looks like she's also gonna put a green pendant check in since he finished that dungeon. Leave Swamp for some Australia.
So just a reminder to people, we have 2 more races coming up today. With every day during the month of December, we'll have a race at 8 p.m. Eastern, as well as a race at 11 p.m. Eastern. Our races at 8 is a standard seed, and our race at 11 is a Key Sanity seed. So anybody's welcome to join at those times. Just make sure you have an SRL account and you have everything set up to race.
Yep, if you're set up to race on SRL, you're free to join any of these races. You might even be picked restream. I don't know. We shall see. No promises on that one. But you're definitely free to race with all these people. I think about 60 people racing currently. So far, nobody has finished yet. Obviously, I think we're on a pretty good measure here with the runners that we've selected to maybe even get one of the first, if not the first. Alright, so Ben dropping down into his just cold steer fight.
Yeah, not far behind.
Yeah, not at all. Yaga right behind him. And Evanidus not too far behind either.
So the moment of truth for these 2 runners. Who decides to go to Swamp first?
Yeah, this has to be their next move. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think where else they could be going right now.
They still have Stogietown. They only checked the first chest, but they can full clear that.
Yeah,
that's
there's
about it as far as dungeons.
There could be the Turtle Rock Gamble.
Oh, Ben, are you doing? Uh-oh. He might be heading that way. Is he gambling?
With all 3 medallions in hand, he knows he can get in for sure.
And Yaga heads up to Death Mountain too. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, nobody wants to do Swamp. Stogie finishes up Helmosaur, grabs his piece of heart, still needs to go back and grab the flute and that other sword if he wants it.
It's a good fight for Evanidus.
Yep, Evanidus also finishing up his post. Let's see if he also heads up to Death Mountain, because then Stogie, despite being kind of behind right now, might actually have made the right choices here.
See what's in Spike Cave. Another big 20.
Red Rupee. Oh, and Evanidus is actually going to Desert first, of course. It's another dungeon he can clear and hasn't cleared yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ben is back here though. Where is he fluting? Is he even fluting anywhere? Nope, looks like he's going down. Is he going to swamp?
Here we go.
I think Ben is smelling something.
Yeah, he just wanted to check those chests. He skipped up in Death Mountain, so it looks like Ben is our first of these 4 racers. Gonna eventually enter go mode if he. Yep, he's going to swamp. Nope,
Yeah.
he trolled us.
Oh my god, what are you doing, Ben?
Sorry, I was a little loud, but that's hilarious. So we get a pedestal check from Yaga.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to do swamp. But it looks like Ben is going back, so he just wanted to make sure that he really had to get into that dungeon.
Yeah, I don't blame him for checking that first. Yep, and there he goes. Ben is on his way to go mode. Evanidus looks like he's deciding he's gonna check the pedestal too.
Alright, Ben is on his way, and I think it's fair to say that he is probably amongst the 60 people that are currently running. I think 59 because we've already had 1 forfeit. Amongst those, he might be one of the first to enter go mode.
Though Stogie's not too far behind if he goes to desert first, after activating his flute.
Yeah, Stogie can definitely catch up. That early Swamp Palace dip, despite the green pendant not having anything really, it might have actually given him the advantage that he needed. And I'm just not gonna go and check the hammer packs here. And Yagamoth is back in Stogietown. So he wants to finish that up before he dips into swamp. You know, Ben nearing his go mode. I think it was in the big chest, wasn't it? Or was it in this one?
Stogie, oh no. He's not heading the Mire area. Where's he heading? Oh, he's gonna do more overworld?
Yeah, maybe he's doing the frogs. Oh, he's checking hammer pack too.
I see.
Just another big 20.
Yep. So, at 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 27 seconds, Ben has entered go mode.
Yep, Ben is officially in go mode out of the 4 people that were currently watching the first one. He only has 2 more crystals left to do, one of which being Skullwood, which he is headed right now probably.
Yep. It's always nice getting to do go mode T-Rock because it's right next to Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, having T-Rock as your last crystal is very nice. The way over to GT is just very short. Unfortunately, T-Rock itself, if you go moded, the only thing that really can make a difference is you might be able to skip out on Laser Bridge depending on the small key situation.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge time saver, but it's just good to know that that's all you have left to get through, and then walk a bit to the west, basically.
Right. So Yagamoth probably disappointed he didn't get anything in Thieves Town. See where he heads next. Yeah, looks like
this is also me.
Silvers were in the Sea House in Thieves in Village of Outcasts.
I guess you wanting to grab some magic before you goes in. Need to be a little careful. He does have gold sword though, so he should be fine.
Yeah, he shouldn't need any magic from Mothula. I think they do have a fairy as well.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It seems, if our tracker's accurate, I haven't been counting myself to be honest, but it looks like Ben has picked up all the bottles that run. Oh jeez, that was a super quick.
Yep. It's amazing how the fight changes with each better sword you have.
Yeah, he got a hit in there and with a dash right in the beginning, and then another spin, and it's immediately over. That is just probably the best way to kill Mothula that you can imagine. Checking the... No, he's just looting. I was like, is he checking the pedestal just cross?
So Yaga, thinking where he should go next. Is he going to swamp it? Oh, he had second thoughts. Oh no. He's heading up to Death Mountain.
He's very unpleasant, some bombs. I don't know where he wants to go. He needs to grab that ice rod. He needs to float over to that mire.
Yep. So, Stogie will... Wait. Oh, he never finished Eastern, that's right. He went into Eastern early without the bow, so he still has to go in and finish it.
Oh, and is Yaga taking medicine Yagamoth, going to Turtle Rock before checking Swamp, which means they're double dipping this.
Yep. Just put them that much farther back.
This is gonna really cost them a whole bunch of time. They're gonna make their way all the way through to the last of the laser bridge. Oh, it depends. Once it's chest, since it's a fire they're missing.
There's no small key here, then they'll be out quickly. It is a heart piece, so they can't do any more in this dungeon. So that works out actually for them.
Oh, that works out really well for them. That saves them a lot of time.
Yeah, because by small key placements, it could have taken them all the way to Laser Bridge, so...
Oh, and Yaga is finishing up pod. He really does not want to go to Swamp.
Nope.
This is some tablets here.
he'll check Spike Cave first before making a play on another place.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's right here. Hopefully these guys don't mess around for too late dipping into swamp because of the trade. They're gonna have full clear before they finally get in swamp.
Mm-hmm.
Or Stogie finally going where he needs to go.
Is he going to desert first? It looks like he's going to check the mire shed.
I do hope for his sake that he goes to desert first.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like he's going to mirror, so Stogie will... Well, no, he decided to check checkerboard first. Now Evanidus checking Bombos before finally going into swamp. Probably. Stogie bombs the book location. Oh man, he's gotta be super frustrated right now.
Yeah, he is definitely not happy about that.
And Evanidus finally making the play on Swamp Palace. Stogie will... Looks like he'll do desert first, so Stogie will be in go mode after completing desert.
Yeah, so that is definitely good for him. And it looks like Evan finally making the swamp play. Let's hope Yaga is as well.
Very nice execution through the through that room for Ben. As he will be the first of these racers to face Trinex. And with a butter and boots, he'll be able to zero cycle. Very nicely done.
Yeah, gets Trinex zone immediately. Doesn't really get much faster than that.
No. There's the ice rod for Stogie.
Alright, and as we just discussed in chat, won't be doing the guessing game for the bot. That's only for the turn, guys. Sorry, but you can still feel guess your number here in chat, and we'll try to pick you out as the winner. You all know how it goes. 22 location in Gannon's Tower. Ben is trying to find the big key. You guess where it is. Do you have a number that you usually guess?
No, I usually guess an early location because I find a lot of the time in the Stalfos room or right side.
Alright. It's nothing in the first two here, and Ben gets a small key, so he decides to take the right side tour to the for chests, probably.
Looks like Stogie's going to finish Lammo in 2 cycles, and he will be our second runner in these 4 to enter go mode, picking up his Ether Medallion. And right behind him, Evanidus gets his fire rod. So both of these runners will be right on top of each other. Stogie has to clear out Mire. Evanidus has to clear out Swamp. And both have to take out Trinex and Turtle Rock. Or Skull. Yeah, Evanidus has to clear out Skullwoods.
So nothing on the right side here for Ben. Decides to mirror back to the entrance. Is number 7 here, and
and there it is on the torch.
Number 7 on the torch.
Holy cow!
If you guessed number 7, or on, let me scroll back here and see if I can figure it out. Alright, I see Lara F. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'm very bad at pronouncing things. So congratulations to you. You win, as always, my unending love and affection.
With butter and silvers, Ben should make quick work of the upper GT. Gotta like that early big key for Stogie. Make Mire quick clear.
So far, nobody has finished.
Yep, we're still waiting for our first finish, so Ben is still in the running.
Alright, and on the other runner's screens, we see that Yaga is making his way through Swamp, so he's going to be picking up his Fire Rod. Stogie is in go mode, Misery Mire, while Evanidus is finishing up, hopefully, Mothula. He's down to 3.5 hearts, so needs to be a little bit careful.
Butter's sword, though, makes it quick work.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can be a little careless on your health. So he picks up his 6th crystal and we'll head to T-Rock. Stogie not far behind, heading to Vitreous.
Yeah, just 2 more rooms for him, I think, yeah. Just needs to go up the stairs and then enter the boss room with the silver arrow. It's going to be real quick for him too. Ben's still opening chests here.
Hoping maybe for a health refill.
Yeah, maybe that or maybe powder.
Yeah, because he doesn't have powder, so he can't refill his health here. Just two hits to Moldorm 2 takes him down quickly.
Yep. Stogie now has to make his way up Turtle Rock. Evanidus almost there, so Stogie basically a Death Mountain ascent ahead.
And we have our first finisher.
Yeah.
Gerdo has finished first place with an SRL time of 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 59 seconds. So, very nice seed for him.
Yep, GG to Gerdo. Just a couple minutes faster than Ben, really. We will have to see if anyone else manages to finish up before Ben does.
Yeah, we should. First couple runners might be spread out a little bit, but then we should see a big stream of runners finishing.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, Ben finishes up Agon in two real quick like.
Second place is Blaine, finishing with a time SRL time 1 hour 25 minutes and 47 seconds. So about 50 seconds behind Gerdo. Pretty good.
Yeah, these guys putting on a real good show here.
Mm-hmm.
Ben now ending his Ganon fight. Meanwhile, Evanidus a little bit ahead here in Turtle Rock as Stogie's finally opening it up. Yaga just grabbing his last crystal, or his second last crystal before Turtle Rock.
I love seeing these. I love seeing these dash strats for Ganon on the fire bat phase.
Yeah, it's really good. Alright, here's the last phase for Ben. Gets the first shot in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's a beautiful setup. Oh, almost got him.
Almost got the triple, but GG to Ben. Very quick time.
Yeah, GG to Ben. He manages to grab the third place. Official time as soon as he walks through that door. There he goes. He finishes in third place with an official time of 1 hour 20 minutes and 11 seconds. So 1.5 minutes behind second place. Really very nicely done by these three guys.
Good job to Ben. Trolley C, he made quick work of it. So now we see all these other three racers all in Turtle Rock now, with Evanidus closest to completing it.
And it looks like we get Ben in for a short post-game interview here in a second, so just gonna have to wait for him to show up.
And we have fourth place is Gem with a time of 1 hour 29 minutes and 2 seconds. So Gem makes the top 5. He'll probably be pretty happy with that.
Yeah, very nicely done. Still sub 130. Absolutely nice.
And we see Ben is here with us. Congratulations, Ben. Good job on the seat.
Yeah, that's pretty good of that much people being third. It's really nice.
Yeah. What did you think of the seed?
Seed was actually pretty good. I mean, except that there's something good into pod and into swamp. It was a dungeon seed.
Yep.
Again.
Yeah, very V27 like seed for sure.
Yeah.
Just to update, Fioreme finishes in 5th place with a 129.36, and Amagus finishes in 6th with a 129.43. So congrats to those runners.
GG.
GG, yep.
By 7 seconds here.
I'm sorry about the start. It seems that my audio was on stream and I didn't know about that, so I was just talking on my stream. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
No worries about that. You've definitely put on a good enough show to make up for that little starting hiccup.
Nice. Yeah, it went pretty well. I was not surprised that someone was ahead because it's a big race and there's always someone doing the right choices.
Yeah.
I think something right or wrong that I've done was doing Elma, and yeah, I don't know. We'll check ice maybe. I don't see myself going to swamp and then before doing ice.
Well, we saw a couple of the runners at the beginning doing the Jesus walk to the waterfall cave, which had the moon pearl. So a lot of people, I'm guessing a few people had it heading up to Death Mountain the first time so they could...
I was thinking that there's probably people that got the moon pearl and so they did Hookshot Cave. When I went back for the Spy Cave and Ether, I was kind of thinking about going for TR without a fire rod, and I was like, it's maybe too big of a gamble, so I'm just gonna go check into Swamp.
Right. Which isn't a bad play at all. And also updating, Mr. Barry Bonds finished his place with a 1:31.12, and in 8th place is Macon X with a time of 1:31.44. So we still have not top 10 have finished yet, so a lot of races still going.
Yeah, people are starting to trickle in. From the 4 people here that we're restreaming currently, Ben is the only one finished so far. We've got Evanidus in G Tower now, and Stogie just finishing up his Turtle Rock and making his way over to Cannon Tower. Yagamoth, really not too far behind him, just outside of Trinix's room, really. So Ben, are you planning to race in any of the other modes that are coming?
I am most likely not doing the one at 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, Key Sanity. I was thinking maybe I would do the one Thursday, but I have my tourney match against Magus just before, so I'm not sure I will do it.
Yeah, it's pretty good just to focus on your tourney in open mode, probably. I'd probably be the same way.
I would have loved to do a standard, but it's pretty late for me. I think it's 2 a.m. tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. Way late for you. Just to sorry to interrupt, but we have a PB, and in 10th place, Kotos finishes, or 9th place, he finishes with 1 hour, 32 minutes, and 34 seconds. He PB'd by almost 4 minutes, so congratulations to him. Very nice.
Yeah, and now we have lunchtime ATH finishing in 10th place with a time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 33 seconds.
So congrats to all our top 10 racers.
Yep, it's our first 10 in, so about 50 to go. 9-ish, maybe, I don't know.
Good first room for Evanidus in the gauntlet. So execution-wise, how do you think you did this seed, Ben?
Execution was pretty good. I think I don't remember much mistakes, except maybe Ice Pass Bomb Jump missing it once. All the rest went pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, you didn't seem to have trouble finding swords, so...
No.
Made fighting any.
And yeah, the butter really fast made it really easy.
Yeah, that was nice. In 11th place, we have LT Gray with a time 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Evanidus also finishing ride really quickly. I think 0 cycle.
Yeah, that was
1 cycle.
That was a really good Clan Mode 2 fight. Cransoon finishes in 12th place with 1 hour, 34 minutes, and 57 seconds. Very nice menu time for you, Ben.
Yeah, I just saw it. It was really good.
Wow, yeah, sub 230 is amazing.
Yeah.
So, I think that's a good indicator for execution for sure.
Yeah, it went pretty well.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, as Killer App was saying, I mean, a little bit worried when Evanidus found that Moon Pearl really early on. I think he was the first one to Jesus walk up there. And was still he found the sequence break skip Aga 1. And so we were a little bit worried about you, but relatively fast.
Yeah. I think I would do everything to avoid Aganim, so I would have probably done the water work also for that.
Mm-hmm.
Aganim is really something you don't want to do if it's not required. Like, if there's nothing at Lumberjack, you don't want to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Looks like we have another PB. DL Darkling finishes in 13th place with the 136.11. He PBs by over 5 minutes, almost 6 minutes. So very good by him. Takes the top 15. And Scion T finishes in 14th with the 1 hour 36.24.
Yeah, GG to those guys.
And right behind them is Mikan, finishes 15th with the 136.44. GG. So, Ben, what are you looking forward to in the stage of the tourney coming up this week?
For myself, I hope to not lose. Like, that will be a very tough match. I mean, just in this race, Magus was not that fun, so he proves it again. He has a really good rating. I know my skill is a bit better, but if you just have that one item missing that you look everywhere, you will not get that time back with skill. So I have to make the right decisions, and hopefully it will go well. And I'm not even thinking about the rest of my matches, because that could be my only one.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way of thinking. Just concentrate on what you have ahead of you, and
yeah. But there will be a lot of great matches.
Oh, for sure.
I don't think there's any bad matchup. I cannot say one. They're all really interesting, and none of them are sure of who's winning, I'd say.
See Evanidus now at Ganon. He has butter, silvers, so very quick work. Stogie not far behind, entering Aga 2. So you know, Ben, you're pretty much like right around. Maybe you were a little bit ahead of Evanidus and Yagamoth, but both decided not to do Swamp, instead go to Stogietown, and they did. They both gambled into T-Rock as well.
Oh wow, yeah, that's painful if it's nothing. But Otto was stuck at the first chest, and I think it was a heart piece or something.
Yeah. So.
Oh, that's bad.
Up from SRL here, we've got Chris is finishing in 16th play time of 1 hour 38 and 32. And Final Flame finishing in 17th place with a time of 1 hour 39, PBing by 24 minutes.
Holy cow! Congrats to Final Flame! Holy mackerel!
Man, that was a really good see for him.
And right behind him, GG to Evanidus, finishing in 18th place with the 139.11. So he got trolled, but still got a top 20, so really nice. In 19th place, we have Ariar finishing with a 1 hour 39 minutes and 16 seconds. And rounding out the top 20, we have Dustin finishing in 20th with a 1 hour 39 minutes and 37 seconds. And Christos puts in the comment in chat, he got farmed. So I'm guessing he got trolled as well.
Okay, so Stogie about to finish up. Yagamoth just finished in Aga 2, so he's going to be fighting Ganon in the second year. Evanidus in chat currently as Evanidus, and so are some other people. that have
Yeah, so
raced.
So everybody congratulate the runners who raced today. And GG to Stogietown. He takes out Ganon. Will be our third of our featured racers to finish. And once he passes through, we'll give his time. He will finish in 21st place with a time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 47 seconds. GG.
Like we're not getting Stogie for an interview either. Evanidus is in chat if you have any questions, feel free to ask him there, as well as the other runners that we've mentioned already finishing.
Ooh, nice Silver Arrows fight for Yagamoth. And he will GG. That's pretty funny. These three racers finishing very close to each other. Yagamoth will finish 22nd, right behind Stogie with a time of 1 hour, 41 minutes, and 44 seconds. GG. So, really good performance for all of our featured runners, as well as the rest of the racers here today. And right behind Yaga, Minochi finishes in 23rd with a time of 1 hour, 42 minutes, and 17 seconds.
Yep, so all four of our featured racers finishing up here. We'll see if we can get Yagamoth in for an interview maybe as well. If not, GG again to you, Ben. Of course, good luck in your tourney.
Thank you. Thank you.
It will definitely be interesting to see, and also very fought, as you were talking about earlier. All right, while we're waiting here to hear back from Yagamoth, who might just be... Oh, well, he might be jumping in here in a second. But I'm still going to plug the rest of our matches for today at 8 p.m. Eastern. So in, let's see, 4 hours from now. Hello there.
Hey, Yaga. GG on your race.
Greetings. Thank you. GG to all the runners as well that were a lot faster than me, it seems.
Well, for getting trolled like you did, you actually finished really well, we thought. Because you choose every place besides Swamp to go to, which was...
Yeah. Basically, my idea was, this is a huge race, and the obvious way to go is Swamp. So I figured, let's take a chance and try Turtle Rock before.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to go about it, if you like to see if you can get ahead of the top tier runners. But it's unfortunate it happened that way, but you did good at it either way.
Thank you. Yeah, I figured when I did Stogietown, etc., I was actually reasonably confident that I would be still reasonably well in time, so to speak. But after Stogietown, I was just thinking, well, now I would need to take a gamble, and didn't quite pay off. But that's just how Randomizer is.
Yep, you take the good and you take the bad, and then you just hope for the next race you get lucky. But
indeed.
We have some more finishers. Unos will finish in 24th place with a time of 1 hour, 43 minutes, and 52 seconds. Zero Rush has finished in 25th with 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 4 seconds. Moocheron Kipet has finished in 26th. His time is 1 hour, 44 minutes, and 5 seconds. So a lot of time starting to pile in now.
Yeah, people starting to finish up here. Pretty much half of the racers have finished so far, I'd say. Yeah, a little bit less than half.
Mm-hmm. So other than that fire rod troll, how do you think you played the rest of the seed?
Yeah, alrighty, go ahead.
Because we thought at the beginning you had the best routing. Because right when other people got the bow, they went immediately to Eastern and did other things before going back to pod. But you routed right over to do Eastern pod at the same time and ended up getting the flute and the tempered sword before anybody else, which was nice.
Interesting. So I actually wanted to go to pod immediately, just kind of straight away, but then I realized I didn't have the hammer and needed to save and quit to get to the rest of the Dark World on the west side first. Mm-hmm. I figured since Eastern Palace is nice and good, all in that, but since we did get the bow and the Titan's Mids at the same time, I figured there might be progression bow locked, and there's only one item in Eastern and potentially more in Palace of Darkness, and well, the flute was kind of nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was pretty nice too, getting a couple trolley items, both in desert, the Ether Medallion and the Ice Rod, so at least that was nice.
Yes, at least we didn't have to look for the Ice Rod all over the place.
Yeah. And more finishers coming in. James FNX has finished 27th with a 1 hour 46 and 40 minutes. And that is a PB for him by 2 minutes and 41 seconds. So congratulations to James. Duke Firebird will finish 28th with 1 hour 46 minutes and 48 seconds. Dude 52089 will finish top 30 with a time of 1 hour 47 minutes and 18 seconds. So congrats to him. And another just finished Malagord finishes 31st with an 1 hour 47 minutes 43 seconds, which is also a PB for them by a minute and 34 seconds. And Crady will finish 32nd with a time of 1 hour 47 minutes and 47 seconds. GG's to every one of those guys. Yep, and reminder to everyone, as Willard just said, we got 2 more races tonight, one at 8 p.m. and one at 11 Eastern. The 8 p.m. is a regular standard seed, and the 11 p.m. I believe is Key Sanity. So make sure you come back either race or come watch them on Speed Gaming too.
I would like to really quick chime in and say thank you so much for organizing this entire thing. It's a lot of fun to just run Randomizer. Thank you for the restreams, for the work all in the background, for the tracking, and also commentating. So thank you very much.
Yeah. Thanks to Feasel and guys like Willard and all the other mods who are working hard to get make this happen, and it's fun for everybody watching and competing and
yeah,
just having a great time.
Thanks to everyone involved. On that note, if you enjoyed what you've seen from all 4 of these guys, as well as Ben and Yagamoth who've joined us for an interview here, please make sure to give them a follow. They deserve all the support they can get. And of course, also thank you to Dying Ark and to Dude for tracking for us today.
Yeah,
we had a little trouble in the beginning.
Yeah, they did a wonderful job tracking. We got more results coming in. Azazus finishes 33rd with 1 hour 48 minutes and 50 seconds. Jacobs for Life is 34th with 1 hour 48 minutes and 55 seconds. And Shyvox finishes 35th, 1 hour 49 minutes and 30 seconds. Hassel finishes 36th with 1 hour 49 minutes and 43 seconds. And S4 Sinhe finishes 37th with 1 hour 48 minutes and 52 seconds. So a lot of good times here. All sub 2 hours, all sub 150. So the talent level is definitely rising as far as a lot of these competitors getting a lot better.
Yep, absolutely. But I think that's gonna wrap it up for us about here. Do you guys have any last word? the seed or anything to get off your chest before taking it out?
Not really. That was pretty fun. Can't wait for the other ones that will go into for this month.
I should have always skipped Stogietown. Excuse me, go ahead.
No, I was done. You can go.
Sorry about that. Should always skip Stogietowns first.
All right, well, GG to you guys again, and thanks for the entertaining race. And thanks, of course, again to you, Kilo, for commentating with me. And that's going to be it.
We will see everybody at 8 o'clock. So, thanks for watching.
Yep, see you later. Bye-bye.